Well, hello there, boys and girls, ladies and gents, and members of the Big Red Food Army. How you doing tonight? This is going to be the inaugural episode, or the first episode, whichever way you want to look at it. First episode of Big Red's Brew Review. Now you're going to say, what's Big Red's Brew Review? And I'm going to tell you, it's going to be this guy, the fat man, Big Red, drinking a beer or an adult beverage and reviewing it. Mostly beer, and the sad thing is I hate beer, but I just thought it'd be fun to review a brew. So here we go. What do we have? And I've been wanting to do this for a while. In the grocery store today, and I see that a beer company that's right near my hometown, not far away, has come out with a new brew. What am I talking about? What's going to be first on Big Red's Brew Review? Abita. They have a new Big Easy IPA. It says big flavor, easy drinking. It's 4.5% alcohol by volume. And as usual, Abita tells a little story on the back of their beers. So I'll share that with you once I put my reading testicles on. It says Big Easy IPA. The hop flavors big, but like life in New Orleans, we are taking it easy. Brewed with lemon peels and dry hopped with Cascade, Amarillo, Sentinel, and Simcoe for happy aroma of citrus fruit and pine. Easy to drink and just right for long hot days, steamy nights, parades, or a day on the river with friends. So without any further ado, let's crack this puppy open. All the craft beers, they talk about, ooh, it's got a lemon citrusy smell and this, that, and the other. You know what? It smells like regular beer to me. I don't know. That time when I put my nose all the way up on it, I got kind of a lemony smell. So let's taste it. Hey, kitty cat. I don't know. I don't know if I'm getting a lemony flavor or not. It don't taste like lemon in my lemonade. Don't taste like lemon when I put it in my water. Come smell this, son, and see if it smells like lemon to you. I'm not getting a lemon smell or taste. Smell that.
Okay. I'm kind of getting almost like a lemon rind sort of smell.
Well, it was brewed with lemon peel, so...
Well, that would make sense.
I don't know. To me, it kind of tastes like Lemon Pledge would smell. As you can tell, I really don't like beer very much. I mean, there are a couple beers that I do like, and I'll get to them, but this one's kind of hard to get down. Just hoping it's got enough alcohol per volume to make me sleep good tonight. Yeah, this one's kind of rough. There is an Abita that I do like. They didn't have it. They made it right after Hurricane Katrina, called Abita Restoration Ale. I've got a bottle of it sitting on top of my my baker's rack with all my other oddball labels and stuff like that, or at least I think I do. But that's the Restoration Ale is good with when you're eating crawfish. This, the label's kind of cool. It's got an old riverboat, which you can take a riverboat ride when you go to New Orleans. You ever notice a lot of beers don't put like their calories, especially like micro brewing. Yeah, it doesn't give you their calorie count or none of that stuff. That's weird that they get away with that. But it says government warnings. Number one, according to the Surgeon General, women should not drink alcohol beverages during pregnancy because of the risk of birth defects. 2, consumption of alcohol beverages impair the ability to drive a car or operate machinery and may cause health problems. You know what? If I ever had a beer company, I started my own beer company, you know what I'd call it? Responsible. Or responsibly. Because that way, all the other beer companies would advertise for me. Because you ever notice, like the Budweiser commercials at the end, it says, and please drink responsibly. It's a no-brainer. I wouldn't have to advertise anywhere because they would do it for me. Yeah. That's trademarked, so don't take it, buddy. Big Red's responsibly. There you have it. So yeah.
It's actually kind of ingenious.
It is a genius idea, huh? Name your beer responsibly. You would never spend a single advertising dollar because every other beer company will freaking advertise for you. Even the whiskey companies will advertise for you because they always like Maker's Mark. Drink responsibly. I mean, come on. Yeah, that's great.
I mean, you'd have to do less advertising, and I still think drink responsibly after they hear the commercial, so either way.
Yeah, this one's pretty rough, guys. I was real jazzed when I saw this, and I've been wanting to do the brew review for, I don't know, I've been doing YouTube for, next week will make 3 months, and I've been wanting to do this for at least the last month is when I came up with this idea, and I just kept putting it off. But I saw this in the grocery store, Abita's Big Easy, and this is the first time I've ever seen it. I'm sure they test marketed this in New Orleans and the surrounding area before it made its way to Texas. But yeah, this is pretty rough. You know, I mean, there's a shit ton of domestic crap beer out there like Bud Light, and I hate to say it because there's a few Abitas that I do like. Like I said, the Restoration Ale, the Purple Haze, and there's one other one that I do like. But man, this one, Abita, come on, buddy. Y'all missed the mark on this one. It tastes like Lemon Pledge smells. And notice, I didn't give none to the youngin'. But there'll be a story about that in the Big Red Rants and Ramblings and Story Time what I think about the drinking age. I've been wanting to do that too. That'll be my next rants and rambling. The United States law of drinking age. That's going to be my next rant and rambling. Might do that tomorrow when I wake up. Yeah, this one's pretty rough. Abita. You disappointed me. But see, at my local grocery store, what's weird about living in Texas, or at least Houston, I don't know if it's like this in every county, but you cannot purchase alcohol on Sunday before noon. In the grocery store, you could only get beer, wine, and wine coolers. And if you want any hard liquor, you got to go to a liquor store. But this grocery store that I went to, they sell singles, but they don't sell singles. Here's the catch.
This is a good batch.
You can buy one of each kind of beer, but it's $9.99 for a 6-pack. Where you could get like a 6-pack. We saw, what did we see? The Reds Apple Ale was on sale for, I think, $8.75 for a 6-pack. All that shit's high, considering the last time I drank beer was 5 years ago, maybe? Like right after I moved into this apartment. I had 1 or 2 beers. I tried the Reds beer, the Reds Apple Ale and the Red Strawberry Ale, which we'll be reviewing them soon too. Those are fire. One tastes like apple juice. Well, I'm not going to spoil it. Tune in. But anyway, I picked up 6 beers, all different micro brews. It's like $10, $9.99. That's high as draft nuts. So how much does that make it a beer? You see if there's still battery life in my old flip phone here that's just been sitting here. I use it as a stopwatch from time to time. I don't even think... Oh, there we go. It's still got juice. Look at that. While that's charging up, let's...
Those batteries can like last forever.
Yeah. If I didn't need to get a certain app, I would still be rocking this freaking flip phone, I guarantee you.
I want my smartphone, but I want it to last as long as that thing. Because I used to be able to let my flip phone like run for like 2 days straight and not have to worry about charging it. Whereas my other phone, they charge it every day.
Yeah, sometimes you got, like this would,
especially if you didn't use it that much.
yeah, this thing would last freaking days. Now, since I haven't turned this thing on in a while, it wants to update. So now I got to do math in my head. Let it do its thing, because I'm going to need a stopwatch, I'm sure, sooner or later.
That's why I have a watch.
So what's that? Let me do math in my head. That's kind of scary this late. $10. Oh, and there's tax on beer, too. Like, here in Texas, there's no tax on food when you buy it at a grocery store. Only on, what is there tax on when you get food here? Cooked food, like already made, like rotisserie chickens and stuff like that. Like, pre-made foods in grocery stores. And I think candy and alcohol. Other than that, there's no food on no taxes on food. So let's see, $10. So if it was 5 beers, that would be $2 a piece. So it's less than $2. It's what's $1 divided by 6? 20 cents. Less than 20 cents. So it's like $1.20 a beer. Does that sound right? Dollar.
Roughly, I guess.
$1.22.5. Because you figure that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, 2. I'm sorry. Take that back. 2. 1, 2, 3, 4,
We like
5,
$1.70 a beer.
No. $1.50. That's 3, 6, 9. So yeah, like $1.72. $1.72 a beer, roughly. Which I guess it's cheaper than a bar room. But still high compared to when I was a kid. You'd get a 6-pack for like $3. $3 to $4. When I was a kid, hell, if you had, come here, son. Let me see. Come here, a little closer. Yeah, see, you 14 and you wouldn't have been able to get no beer because your stash ain't filled in yet. But he got a little fur on his lip, but yeah, he ain't got no fur. Like, you can't see it very well. But if you had a little stash, hell, you could buy beer at 14, 15 years old if you looked, the part. But because when I was growing up in New Orleans, the drinking age was 18. 18 to buy, 18 to drink. They didn't change the law to 21 until I was 22. That didn't, or did they change it when I turned 21, or right after I turned 21? So yeah, it didn't matter. But in New Orleans, you go to a wedding, you go to a barbecue or a crawfish boil, crab boil, or seafood boil, a family reunion or a get-together, there would be everywhere. And it wasn't nothing for aunt, uncle, cousin, whoever was of age drinking to be like, oh, here's one for you. So you'd have your own little beer, and they had the little Miller Ponies or the little Bebe Budweisers. All right, so that's done. All right. So let's review this here. Abita, for your Big Easy IPA, I'm going to have to give you 2 flip-flops. Because this was rough. I didn't taste no lemon or what would you think of as lemon. It didn't taste like it was described. Tasted, if you took a drink and breathed in through your mouth when you had some of that in your mouth, it might have tasted a little like Lemon Pledge smelled. Almost like a chemical lemon taste.
So mop water?
So yeah, this 2.5 flip-flops. I was very disappointed with this. Yeah. I was very disappointed. So down here, there's a subscription button. Click it. You can find all my other... you can become part of the Big Red Food Army. Or you can open the description box. You can follow me. There's links to follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Also, there's a link to my main page for YouTube, so you can see all my other content. All my other content's all about food, snacks, buffets, fast food, and cooking. I do the occasional reading of comics on the can, aka the toilet. And I do Big Red's Rants and Ramblings, where I'll just sit there, pick a topic, and rant and ramble about it, or tell you a story. Something that happened in my life or something. But most of my stuff is all about food or snacks or that kind of thing. So check them out. Also, thumbs up, thumbs down. Hit me with one. I don't care which. Got thick skin, I could take it. But these better. Down there below, leave me a comment. Type me a little comment and I'll type you one back. Show me yours and I'll show you mine. And as always, tell your ma, tell your pa, tell your greasy grandma. Share this video with your family and friends. And I'll see you next time when we belly up to the bar for another episode of Big Red's Brew Review. Remember, don't drink and drive. Get yourself an Uber. Call a cab. Have a designated driver. You know, it's not worth getting a DUI. It's not worth killing somebody. It's not worth killing yourself. So, drink responsibly. Yeah, you remember that, huh? Drink responsibly when I make my own beer. All right. Thank you guys for watching. See y'all next time.